I'm overly irritated. I'm just gonna do a voiceover and explain to you guys what's going on later, because I'm gonna cuss somebody out.
I've tried to talk about this so many times recently in past videos, but I couldn't bring myself to do it, but I feel strong enough to do so now. 2025 was the hardest year of my life, y'all. As many of you know, I broke up with my ex in May, and it was one of the hardest things I've had to do. I immediately fell into really bad depression. I wasn't eating, I was sleeping a lot or not sleeping at all, barely on my phone, wasn't showering for days. I found it really hard to get out of bed most days, and I wasn't talking to anyone. It was possibly the lowest I've ever felt in my life, and it got so bad that my cousin almost had to check me into the mental hospital. I felt so weak, so worthless. There were so many issues in my past relationship that I kept hidden from most people around me, things that almost killed me. I temporarily lost my spark, and I didn't realize just how bad things were for me in my past relationship because I was so successful and I was doing what needed to be done the past 3 years. But when I tell y'all how drained I was by the end of it, everything in my life seemed like it was falling apart last summer. Like everything that could have went wrong did, and I hit rock bottom. And no one could help me but myself. And I'm not saying that to be dramatic, because I did ask for help despite struggling with that these past few years. I just really couldn't rely on anyone this time around. Like, it really was dependent on me pulling myself up from my bootstraps. Now, I'm not going to divulge all the details of my past relationship because, like, it's not necessary and I don't want to be messy. I just feel like there was a lot said between me and my ex, and 2025 really challenged me to see what kind of partner I am. But I just feel like ultimately I was activated. And when I mean activated, I am a very anxious, avoidant person. I was on 10 every single day. It felt like I was walking on eggshells, right? It felt like my nervous system was never quite regulated properly. And this was an ongoing issue that I discussed with my ex, and I told him, like, I'm not happy, and I haven't been happy for some time. I didn't tell him, like, I was feeling anxious, but that came out through my behaviors, right? Like the constant, why aren't you talking to me, and the arguing and everything like that, and the being defensive. So as you guys last saw him, which was his probate vlog, things just really took a turn for the worst, and I just couldn't do it anymore. And like I said, it needed to be done, but it still was really hard. And yes, I did get into a really bad depression after that. I'll say, like, I had been depressed for the past year, really, because things just kept happening. Trust kept being broken. Boundaries kept being broken. I felt like I was betraying myself. I felt like I was settling for less. I felt like I was being made to feel like less than, and that my good wasn't good enough. So at a time that I'm struggling, guys, mind you, that past year, 2025, I mean, like, literally even 2024, at the end of it, while 2024 was a really good year for me, at the end of it, it was really bad because I had just moved to a new city where I didn't know anyone. It was my first semester of grad school, so I'm just, readjusting to things. I don't know anybody. I have this long distance relationship that's been going on for 2 years, and I don't really feel like I'm getting the support that I need. So there was just a lot going into 2025 that really just, like, didn't set me up for the best success possible. And I didn't have a good support system. Albeit my cousin was there, but you typically need more than one person to really get through some shit for real. And again, that's not to say like I didn't talk to my friends and everything like that, but I just always have this like anxious thought in the back of my head of like, oh, I feel like I'm bothering them. Like, I don't want to keep talking about my ex, but that's all on my mind right now. Like, I'm just replaying the relationship over and over and over again. And I have this thing of like, because I'm the one who broke up with him, I was already mentally checked out of the relationship, right? At that point, it was like I was just fighting whatever attachment issues I had still left lingering. But I knew at the end of the day, this was not going to be the person I was going to marry. And this was not going to be somebody that I could start a family with. That's never happening, granted. But, you know. So yeah, I was fighting a lot of anxious tendencies. I feel like I really was trying to rein myself back. I feel like I had to dim myself almost too to be with my ex, because I was very positive, very bright, very extroverted, very social butterfly. And while being with him, not to say that I wasn't still doing the same thing, but I definitely do feel like to certain degrees, especially around him and his people, I had to dim myself down because it was too much. And I never want to feel like that again. I never want to feel like I'm doing too much or I have to stop doing X, Y, and Z. And I say that because like I used to have really bad people pleasing tendencies. Okay, it's taken me basically all of fucking college to get over that. And I feel like by the time I met my ex, I was really in a good spot of like, I'm gonna do what I want to do, and that's just law. And it stopped being like that quickly, and I don't like that it got to that point. And I don't want to say like I lost myself, but I definitely feel like I put a lot into the relationship, but I was doing most of the emotional labor. So literally by the time the end of the relationship came, y'all, I was already depressed for that year, but also like I was very burnt out with school, burnt out with life, burnt out with this relationship. Like, I'm like, dog, what am I doing? Like, I'm stressing myself out for no reason. Like, I am shortening my lifespan by like years by staying complacent right now. So things had to change. I wanted more for myself, and I just kept reminding myself like the love of my life would not treat me like this. The love of my life would not talk to me like this. The love of my life would not do X, Y, and Z to make me upset, to trigger me, knowing that I would get triggered by these things, you know? So yeah, y'all, I did feel, temporarily like a cloud was lifted. And I really did feel like I was in a haze those last 2 years, especially in my past relationship. But y'all, that was very short-lived. I can laugh about it now because it's crazy, but like at the time you don't even realize that it's happening until you're already in it. And it's like, damn, I'm depressed again. Like, I noticed I wasn't really getting out of bed. I was legit going days without eating, and now that was contributed to some food insecurity as well, and just my lack of, again, not wanting to ask for help and not wanting to bother anybody, but also just like my support system was not able to help me out as much. So it was like, yeah, I was going to bed hungry some days, y'all. But to top it off, I just didn't have an appetite, which that has never happened. Even growing up as a child, we used to struggle, and I would only be able to eat like once a day. Okay, cool. I, in the past, had never gone a day or 2 days without eating like I have this summer. This summer was terrible. And to top it off, I also had to leave my house occasionally to go to class and my internship, which kind of saved me a little bit, but kind of sort of not really, because when you're depressed, there's just a lot going on. You are hypersensitive. There was some drama this summer, obviously. When is there not drama? But yeah, y'all, I went through the fire. I am very much on the philosophy of like, you really gotta feel all the emotions you're feeling though, because me and my cousin used to talk about this. We used to have this really bad habit of being bombs, right? So we would basically take all of these things and take it in, and then never say anything. And that is so bad until another bigger thing comes, and then boom, you blowing up. And this person's like, well, damn, what did I do? And it's like, you didn't really do anything, but this was my 13th reason. And I've been holding stuff for like the last 10 months. And so I told myself, like, if I want to cry for 3 weeks straight, then I'm gonna cry for 3 weeks straight. But eventually I am gonna have to pull myself up. And not only was the breakup going on, but there was also some financial stuff going on. And also I was, being wrestled with the decision of, should I even continue with grad school because of these financial issues? Kuka was saying like, oh, I think you should consider taking a leave of absence. And I'm telling her like, girl, if I take a leave of absence, I'm not coming back. Like, I'm done. That's it. Like, school would never see me again because that shit is so like stressful, and I'm not gonna put myself through this anymore. So yeah, it was just a lot of back and forth going on. Too much like when I did answer the phone, too much of like, I'm not doing well and I need this assistance, and not getting that assistance, which is like only further reinforcing that toxic tendency I have to not ask for help. But I did force myself out, and I know to you guys it probably just seemed like, oh, she's just busy this summer, she was still going out and stuff like that. That's because I had to force myself to get up. One thing about me, like, yeah, I will sit here and I will mourn and I will grieve, rightfully so, my longest relationship, but I'm not going to stay in that. I know that I shouldn't stay in that. I know that I need to surround myself. So thankfully, I had met my friend Terry around my birthday, and I started relying on her a little bit more in the summer. Like, hey, do you want to go like on a road trip? Hey, do you want to go to this Juneteenth thing? So like those two things that we did in the summer really helped me get out of bed and really like, progress things a little bit further in my favor. But also sorry y'all, I lost my train of thought. But also what I did in the summer was cuss my ex out, which y'all probably like, what did he do? I just needed to crash out, y'all. Again, with the whole being a bomb thing, like, yes, arguments were being had. There were little spouts there and there, but I never gave like my full extent of anger in order to try to preserve the relationship. And I feel like, well, the relationship is done now, so I'm gonna crash out. And I crashed out. And honestly, I think we should start cussing out people more. Not saying you could crash out on nobody, but I'm saying like, if they deserve to be cussed out, start cussing out people today. Because when you unblock yourself from all that is, being hidden within you, sometimes it's good. Not saying to go out and cuss everybody that pisses you off out. I'm saying sometimes it's warranted, sometimes it's needed to clear your throat chakra, to clear your mind, to clear just the air. Sometimes people need to be cussed out. You know what I'm saying? That's just me though. But I feel like things started getting better really in September, once I had figured things out. The people, my family that was in my support system was able to help me out a little bit more. And I had Terry. I started getting closer with Kishana, and I was trying to be there for other friends and stuff like that, but I still got my own shit going on, mind you. I met another friend, and she's been amazing and helping me out as well. So it's been like a roller coaster, and honestly, majority of 2025 was not the best for me, and I really struggled to make me see my worth and make me feel like I'm still, needing to be here. But yeah, y'all, it was too much going on. It was too much drama. Like, I was just over it because it seemed like every month it was something new, some new argument. And then to top it off, also my living situation was not the best. Like, my previous roommate that was here, she was aggravating as hell, and just weird. And then like, even now with like the new roommate situation, it's just too much telenovela shit going on. But I'm kind of numb And I'm like just counting down the days, like, okay, I'm about to graduate soon. Like my new friend, she'll tell you, like, I've been like, oh my God, only 4 more months, only 5 more months. Like, I've been saying that for the last couple of months. Like, I have to keep reminding myself, like, this isn't forever and this too shall pass. Because if I don't keep reminding myself that, I'm going to lose my tet. I'm going to lose my head. So, yeah, y'all, I just wanted to tell y'all, if it looked like, 2025 was a good year for me, it definitely was not. I just don't look like what I've been through, hopefully, I am very resilient. I have a lot of strength. And so I am able to pull myself out of these situations, because that's what I've always had to do. But also, if it were not for the help of a few exceptional sweethearts, individuals, I don't think I would have made it through. By the grace of God also as well. I remember at one point during the summer, it was so bad. Like, I just wasn't sleeping, and I just, I felt terrible. I ended up calling my mom at one point, and we had like a 30-minute prayer session. Like, I feel like I also started praying a lot more last year. And, trying to find comfort in God for real, because, I was raised Christian, but I feel like over the last couple of years, due to a lot of stuff that's happened, I've just felt like really distanced from God. But I feel like last year when I started praying a little bit more and asking God to help me, heal me and everything like that, things did start to get a little better. But yeah, school was also beating my butt, y'all, fall semester, but it's okay. All I did was cry, complain, and have my little breakdowns, but I still did, decent. No C's, y'all, because C's are not allowed in my program, but I definitely got 1 B, and I'm like heartbroken about it, but it's okay. I still have a 3.9. We just go harder for spring semester. But yeah, I just wanted to like confide in you guys, because I would always like start talking about what happened, and I feel like the first couple of vlogs in like August and September, if I had said anything about like what was going on with my ex, it would have been from a place of anger and emotion, and I still will probably never forgive him for a lot of the stuff that happened in the relationship, but I am trying to release a lot of that anger because I don't want to carry that with me. But that doesn't mean I have to forgive him. I feel like we are so in the culture of like, oh, you need to forgive. No, I actually don't have to do anything. I'll get there eventually. I'm not there yet, and rightfully so. If y'all knew the shit that went on, yeah. But yeah, I feel like I would always start, and then I would film or vlog for like almost up to 30 minutes just ranting, and I'm like, no, this is petty. Like, does everybody need to know all these details? No, the people who are closest to me knows what happened, and still even then, like, there's a lot of details that I haven't even shared with everybody. I think the only person who knows probably everything is my cousin, and maybe if that, because the shit that went on, it's embarrassing for me to admit that I stayed like past these things. Okay, so yeah, just thank you guys for bearing with me. Thank you for allowing me to share my life with you always. We did hit 100 subs last year too. I know I posted a shorts about that. So I just want to look forward to making new good content for you guys this year. I look forward to being outside more, which means y'all get more videos. I'm definitely over the being shy. Like, everything is getting filmed. Everything is content, baby. And if you see my TikTok, it's been going up this past year, especially because Kishana has been like, girl, you need to vlog more. I'm like, okay. Like, fall semester, I came in with a vengeance. I was like, okay, I'm gonna vlog more. So now that I have a little bit, of my footing, definitely more content for you guys. I love making content. I've loved making content since high school. If you guys have been here since the beginning, you know that. But yeah, y'all, I am just hoping 2026 will be a better year for me, and that blessings will be upon me this year, which I'm kind of feeling like it will be. I feel like, not trying to jinx or anything, but I do feel like things are going to start looking up. And honestly, compared to last year, the only way from that is up, honestly. So thank you guys for rocking with me and staying with me, and I'll let you guys enjoy the rest of this getting ready with me. And yeah, as always, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and enjoy the rest of the video.
I let my guard down for you. Said I'll put my guard down for you. Said I'll be wrong, so you can break my heart if you want to. She said, take your time, what's the rush? Take your time, what's the rush? I said, baby, I'm a dog down my mind. She said, take your time, what's the rush? I said, baby, I'm a dog down my mind. I'm a dog down my mind.
She ain't never met no one who talk like that. And if you hang up on a nigga, bitch, I call right back. Roll my windows up, dollar rolling windows up. Biscuit ass niggas wonder how I got my jiffy up. Grip so damn big, I need a diaper and a sippy cup. Someone tells in dead, she my favorite, can she hit me up? Ha 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 ha, when I double park the laugh. That right ta ta ta, bitch, I'm stepping on the gas. She ain't never met no one who talk like that. And if you hang up on a nigga, bitch, I call right back. Like that silly green, bitch, I'm really hitting. You better put them palms together, bitch, I really sing. No, me and crack don't share daddies, but we really twin. If she ain't got her shit together, she ain't getting in. See the bed top bunker, the boy got thumpers. I'm a bona fide face seat box muncher. She ain't never met no one who talk like that. And if you hang up on a nigga, bitch, I call right back. Yo, never in the Hamptons, dick riding in the white fit. Never raise a hand and strap on him like a dyke bitch. This dark work like night shift. I'm thunder, I light shit. I flood this, I flood that. I swim good, I'm fight, I'm fit. Hey T, why you acting hard? I'm like, baby, please. I'm not with that shit, bro. That's why I'm paranoid now, cause niggas weird and really bums. I'm paranoid now, cause niggas weird and really bums. I'm paranoid now, cause niggas weird and really bums. I'm paranoid now, cause niggas weird and really bums.
Down sunset. In every place, in every face.
Tell me, do you see her? She's living her life. Even if she acts like she don't want the limelight. But if you knew her, she lives her life. She calls her paparazzi, then she acts surprised. She just want the fame, I know what she thinks. Give it a little taste, run it back to me. Put it in the place, bring it so to keep. Ooh, every night. She prays to the sky, flashing lights. It's all she ever wants is begging on her knees to be popular. Buy her dreams to be popular. Kill anyone to be popular. Sell her soul to be popular. Popular, just to be popular. Everybody scream 'cause she popular. She mainstream 'cause she popular. Money on top of me, money on top of her. Money on top of me, money on top of her. Money on top of me, money on top of her. Money on top of me, money on top of her. Money on top of me, money on top of her. Money on top of me.